everybody. So here we continue the prepping of the rudder pieces for final construction. Here I am dimpling all of the cross braces. Wait, cross braces don't need to be dimpled. Stiffeners, sorry. So here I am dimpling all of the stiffeners. The skins had been dimpled in the previous video. And as you can see, that DRDD2 makes very short work of them. So that top rib that you see still on the table, as I mentioned before, so the back 6 holes have already been pre-dimpled for you. It's very tight back there, and I'm just guessing Vans already knew that you wouldn't be able to get dimpling that manually without specialized tools, so they were very generous and have dimpled that for us. And those are the ones that you will need a 33 size drill bit to final drill. And there I have the pneumatic dimpler out whenever the DRDD2 can't get into a tight space. That squeezer can. I'm enjoying a nice cold Tecate for some odd reason. I think it was the only thing cold in the fridge. So let's talk about mistakes. Mistakes happen. It's unavoidable. No one's perfect. I'm in software design, so I know that's not perfect. Software isn't perfect because it's created by people. Anything a human touches is flawed. So up here in a few minutes, we're going to see a mistake. What we're going to start here is the back riveting of all of the stiffeners onto the skin. Now, what you see on the table underneath the skin, or actually you can see it on the table right there, is I bought a piece of cold rolled plate steel. I believe it's 12 by 4 by 3/8 of an inch. And normally, if this were my own workshop, I would be very happy to route out an exact size of that so that the back rivet plate was flush on the top of the table. I do not have that option here. So I have to free float that piece onto the table. No big deal, you just have to be very careful that before you start back riveting that you know where the plate is and to make sure that it is underneath where you're trying to rivet. And here, just to make sure that it doesn't cause any scratches on the skin, I go and deburr all the edges. Even cold rolled steel, the files and deburring tools that you're used for aluminum can shave steel right on off, so that's how sharp it is. So here I'm working on the left skin, and I start from the bottom up. And back riveting is pretty simple. It's actually the easiest riveting that there can possibly be. You've got a big plate of steel as your bucking bar, and a nice rivet gun that you can point straight down perpendicular across and rivet those things in. So I use a little bit of painter's tape to hold the rivets in. It does help there that the bar back plate, is actually raised up from the table because the rivets want to just keep getting pushed back through the skin if you try to do this on a flat table. So anyway, what you're going to see here is, yeah, the riveting causes the camera to buck around. So a mechanic friend of ours stops by because he needs to get a part for one of our planes. And what I do is I completely forget what the hell what we're doing. So here we go in real time. He's left, and I'd completely forgotten where the orientation of the back plate is. And here it is. Oh, the sound was wrong, everything was wrong, and here I see this. And all I'm thinking is one thing. What the fuck did I just do? So what I had done there is I tried to back rivet a rivet into the skin that had no backing support, and because it was off the table, the edge of the skin had about, 3/8 of an inch of clearance, and the rivet gun basically drove a hole through the skin and cracked the crap out of it. I tried hammering it back flat. This was, of course, before I saw the crack. I just thought it had been dimpled the skin a little bit. But no, it had cracked it right where the stiffener is, which essentially makes it useless. But not deterred from my previous failure, I go ahead and I back rivet the right skin. You will, however, notice that I am anal now about where the hell that back rivet plate is. And believe me, this whole time I am pissed. Hell, I'm still pissed. Had this happened in between one of the stiffeners, you could put a, you could smooth the skin out as best you could. You could put a doubler plate on there and move along with your life. I'm not trying to build a show plane. I'm just trying to build a plane. So the consequence of what has happened is I ordered a new skin and stiffeners from Vans. They've arrived, and I'm actually going to be working on those this afternoon if I can get out of the office. Lessons learned. Always, whenever you're riveting anything, always make sure that you have the plates aligned, that you have your whatever force you're using to buck the rivets, whether it's squeezer or rivet gun, make sure it's aligned, and make sure that your backing is aligned. Thankfully, I hadn't gotten to the point where I was riveting everything together, because then I would have to probably redo the entire rudder. But, mistakes are, like I said, mistakes are made. You just learn, live and learn. So basically what I do at this point is I know that I'm not going to be able to use that left skin. It's just screwed. And here I am showing one of the guys in my flying club. Afterwards, I just cleat coat everything up and put it on top of the vertical stabilizer for storage until it can be fixed. Now we will be moving on to the horizontal stabilizer. So, see you.